गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्बा त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः। पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। गीताशास्त्रमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः पुमान् विष्णोः पदमवाप्नोति भयशोकविवर्जितः। गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामपरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मकृतानि च। मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसां जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनम्। गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यैः शास्त्रविस्तरैः या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्माद्विनिसृता। भारतामृतसर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्राद्विनिसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। एकं शास्त्रं देवकीपुत्रगीतमेको देवो देवकीपुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। अस्तु। Namaste Rajendran Mahodaya. After a very long time, I guess you are coming.
Yeah, namaste Begini. Mama Arogyam Kinjit Samyik na Asit Begini iti Karnate Vagam na Agatavan. Samyatam.
Chinta Mastu. Idanim Samyak Asti va?
Idanim Samyak Asmi.
Uttamam, Uttamam. Okay, so we were on page number 166. We completed up until page number 166 in Geetha Sopanam book 1. So in this last lesson, we did all the avyayas. Okay, all the avyayas, and we also did a few other words: adyatana, hyastana, shvastana, purvatana, and idanintana. Okay, any doubts in those concepts that we covered? For anyone? Okay. So, okay. So today we'll be starting Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. On page number 167, lesson 39. Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. Okay. So Tritiya Vibhakti. We have been learning all the Vibhaktis. I think this is the last one that we will be learning. All the other Prathama Vibhakti we have learned, Tritiya Vibhakti we have learned, Tritiya we will be learning now, Chaturthi we have learned earlier, right? It has so many conditions when to use Chaturthi Vibhakti. Panchami we have already learned, Shashti was the very first one which we learned, and Saptami Vibhakti also we covered. So this is Tritiya Vibhakti we are learning. With this, all the 7 Vibhaktis we have covered. So for each Vibhakti, there is a Karaka relation, which indicates that that particular Vibhakti need to be used. For Prathama Vibhakti, it is Kartru Karakam. Okay. So in a sentence, a word, if it is playing the role of a Karta, then that should be in Prathama Vibhakti. If that sentence is a Kartari Prayoga sentence. Okay, means active voice sentence. A word will be in karma in Dvitiya Vibhakti if it has a karma karaka relation with the kriya padam. So if a verb is the karma padam of a sentence, then it will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Again, if the sentence is in kartari prayoga. If it is karmani prayoga, it is different. Karmani prayoga is passive voice. We'll come to that later. But know that there are 3 kinds of prayogas in a sentence. Kartari prayoga, karmani prayoga, and bhave prayoga. In book 1, we will be learning mostly kartari prayoga only. So in kartari prayoga, the kartrupadam will be in prathama vibhakti and karma padam will be in dvitiya vibhakti. And then we have tritiya vibhakti, okay, which we'll be discussing now. Since we already did chaturthi vibhakti, so when a word has a sampradana karaka sambandha with the kriya padam, then that word will get chaturthi vibhakti. Means there has to be a dana kriya. When there is a dana kriya, the receiver, the beneficiary, that word will be in chaturthi vibhakti. And dana kriya does not always mean it has to be a thing that is being given. Sometimes it can be some advice or anything, any such thing also it can be. For the purpose of, for the benefit of somebody, will be telling certain things to them, right? Such things also can be considered as sampradana. It doesn't have to be like where we'll be donating to a poor person. It is not like that. Any action of giving, okay, will indicate sampradana karaka sambandha with the kriya padam, and that word will get chaturthi vibhakti. Panchami vibhakti, the karaka relation is called apadana, means a separation. So wherever there is a separation happening, the word which is more stable among the two, okay, the word which indicates the object which is more stable will get panchami vibhakti. Nagarataha agachami. Here nagaram is the more stable one. We are the ones that can move. Nagaram cannot move. So that is more stable. Similarly, vrikshat parnam patati. Vrikshaha is the more stable one. Parnam can float around. So the stable among the two will get Panchami Vibhakti. Why I keep saying is the stable among the two, why I keep saying that is, say for example, a person is riding on a horse and the person will fall off the horse. Now who is stable here? Which one will be in Panchami Vibhakti? The horse is running. The horse rider is on the horse and he fell off the horse. So in this case, which word will get Panchami Vibhakti?
Horse.
Horse will get Panchami Vibhakti. That is what I'm saying. Compared to the two, horse is the more stable one. Though horse is also moving, compared to the horse and the horse rider, horse is the stable one. And that is why it will get Panchami Vibhakti. And Shashti Vibhakti has no Karaka relation. Shashti Vibhakti is not used to indicate a Karaka relation. It will only indicate the relation between the words. Okay, so there is no Karaka relation for Shashti Vibhakti. But sometimes some Karta, Karma can be indicated using Shashti Vibhakti for a different purpose. Okay, sometimes a Karta in a Vakyam can be in Shashti Vibhakti. But it is not like it has a Kartrikarakam. It is not like it has a Kartrikaraka relation. For some reason, that word is in Shashti Vibhakti, but it plays the role of a Karta. Okay, just keep that in mind. And then we have Saptami Vibhakti, which is Adhikarana. The Karaka relation that a word has with the Kriyapadam, if it is Adhikaranam, then that word will be in Saptami Vibhakti. So you always remember that Vibhaktis are used to indicate the Karaka relations that each of these words will have with the Kriyapadam. And because of that Karaka relations, because the way we are describing these Karaka relations, it helps us to figure out the meaning of the sentence. And then you will have Karaketara Sambandhas also, means relations which are not Karaka relations. During that time also, we use Vibhaktis, but it is not because of the Karaka relation. It is because of something else, Upapada Vibhaktis or and such relations will not be directly connected to the Kriyapadam. They will be connected with each other. Like Ramasya Pita, Dasharatha. So here Ramasya will have a Shashti Sambandha relation with Pita. Okay, because it has nothing to do with the Kriyapadam. Like that, there will be some Karaketara relations and then Karaka relations. Initially, you have to focus on the Karaka relations when we use each Vibhakti to represent this Karaka relation. So now we will be doing Tritiya Vibhakti. Now, when do we put a word in Tritiya Vibhakti is when we use that as a Karanam, as an instrument to get that job done. And always remember, Karaka relations means each of these words are associated with the Kriyapadam. They all help in that Kriya happening. Okay, so Pathati. So Ramaha Pathati. Now the action of Pathati happens only when there is a Karta. When there is no Karta, if you simply say Pathati, it doesn't make any sense. It has to be that somebody has to read, only then that Kriya will happen. Only when somebody is reading, that Kriya will happen. So Kartrikarakam, that is how it has an importance. So remember that that is why they are connected to the Kriyapadams. Okay, many times that confusion will be there for a while for many people who are learning to analyze shlokas and identifying the Karaka relations. For a while they will have this confusion, when to connect it to a Kriyapadam and when to connect it to something else. Always remember, if that word has a Karaka relation, then it will definitely should be connected only to the Kriyapadam. So first we have to identify that, whether it has a Karaka Sambandha with the Kriyapadam or not. So that is why we always start with the Kriyapadam. Whenever we are analyzing a shloka or a sentence, we come with the Kriyapadam. So Pathati. Kaha Pathati? Ramaha Pathati. So Ramaha is Karta. And then Kam Pathati, what is he reading? Or Kim Pathati? Pustakam Pathati. Kam Pathati means Shlokam Pathati. Okay. If it is a Pumlinga Shabda, you use Kam Pathati. If it is an Apumsakalinga, Kim Pathati. Kam Pathati if it is a Strilinga Shabda, like Katham Pathati, like that. So, so what is he reading? Now, if a person is reading something, there has to be something that is being read. Otherwise, without that, we cannot simply say that somebody is reading something. There has to be an object on which this action of reading is happening. So that will become the Karma Karaka. And then with what? With what is he reading? Okay, there should be an instrument. Not only reading, any action, when it is being done, there will always be an instrument that will make it happen. Nayanabhyam. Since a person has two eyes, we can use Dvivachanam. So Ramaha Nayanabhyam Pustakam Patati. With his eyes. Okay. That will be the Tritiya Vibhakti, instrument. And then for what purpose? For what purpose is he reading this? For Jnanartham, okay? Jnanaya, we can say. Okay, so Ramaha, Pustakam, Nayanabhyam, Jnanaya, Patati. Okay, so Rama is, Pustakam, you can put it in the end actually. So Ramaha, Nayanabhyam, Jnanartham, Pustakam, Patati. So Rama, with his two eyes, for the purpose of knowledge, is reading a book. Okay, and then Apadana. Now Apadanam always may not be there. Now also remember, all six karakas need not be all the time in every sentence. Certain sentences may not have the context for certain karaka relations. Now here we may not have Apadana relation, or we might also have. Say, for example, Rama is reading a katha from Mahabharata. So, Mahabharatat ekam katham pathati, we can say. So, then the Apadana is also there. Okay. And then that is for Apadana. And then Shashti Vibhakti, like I said, it does not have a Karaka relation. So, it is not important to use it. It is not mandatory because it is not a Karaka Sambandha. And then Adhikarana, Kutra, Grihe. He must be reading it in his house or Granthalaye or Pathashalayam, anything. Wherever he is reading, we can indicate that. So all these are important to be acknowledged. For a Kriya to happen, all these are a must. But in every sentence, not all information is provided, which is fine. Now, every time we say Rama is reading a book, we need not mention that he's reading with two eyes and in his house or in the school. That is not important. It always depends on what the speaker wants to convey. So what he wants to convey, only that information he will include in the sentence. If he wants, in that context, if whether Rama read that book in the school or house is important, then that will be mentioned. If that is not important, that will not be mentioned. If he is reading a story and from where that story is taken, if that contextually that information is important, then that word will be there. Otherwise not. But all this information is always there. Okay, how much the user, the speaker wants to give that information depends on what he's trying to convey. So in every sentence, all the six karakas should need not be there every single time. But if they are there, it is because they play a role in making that kriya happen. Without that, the kriya will not happen. So whether we mention it or not. Now that Rama is reading with two eyes, we don't mention it every single time. It doesn't mean that it can happen even without the Karanam. Because it is not important or it is implied, we do not mention it every single time. But there is an instrument that is being used for that kriya to happen. Okay. So that is Tritiya Vibhakti. So the instrument which is being used for that action to happen will be put in Tritiya Vibhakti. So that is the main rule for Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. Instrument. Whatever you are using as an instrument to get that job done, to get that kriya done, you have to identify, you have to start thinking in those lines. So Gachati. Kena Gachati, when you are going from one place to the other, What are you using as an instrument to go from one place to another? Padabhyam. If you are walking, padabhyam. If you are going by bus, yanena. Okay. So like that. So you are writing. What are you using an instrument to write? A pen. So lekhanya likhami. You are eating with what? With your hand. So hastena. You are using this hand as an instrument to make that action of eating happen. Okay, so like this, you have to start thinking about Tritiya Vibhakti in terms of instrument. What am I using as an instrument? Many times these are all so taken for granted that we don't even realize that we are using that as an instrument, right? See, when we are eating, that we are using this hand as an instrument. If hand is not there, if we don't have hands, can we eat? It will be very difficult. So like that, we have to observe more. So certain so many times we think that instrument has to be like a real instrument. Not necessarily. Anything that you are using to make that kriya happen will be considered as an instrument. Okay. Okay, so now let us look here at the sentences that are given. And another rule for Tritiya Vibhakti is abstract nouns. Abstract nouns in a sentence will also be in Tritiya Vibhakti. Like, for example, Santosham, Dukkham. Okay, Balakaha Santoshena Kridati. So he's playing so happily. Shishuhu Dukkhena Roditi. The baby is crying because the baby is sad. So these abstract nouns will also be in Tritiya Vibhakti. That is the second rule of Tritiya Vibhakti. In Tritiya Vibhakti, we have only two rules. Okay, to cause the Karaka relation. Karaketara relations are there for Tritiya Vibhakti. Like Upapada Vibhakti with the word Saha. Whenever we use the word Saha, Saha in the sense the Akshara Sa and the Akshara Ha, not Visarga. So whenever we use the Saha, the word with which we use the Saha will get Tritiya Vibhakti. That is Upapada Vibhakti. It is not Karaka Sambandha. It is a Upapada because the usage of the word Saha is triggering the usage of Tritiya Vibhakti. So we call that as Upapada Vibhakti. Okay. Now let us look here. Arjunaha is there. Rathaha is there. Arjunaha Rathena Gacchati. So Arjuna is going by using the chariot. Arjunaha Banena Praharati. So he is striking with an arrow. Bhimaha Gadaya Praharati. Gada is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda like Sita. So Gadaya, Sitaya. Okay. With his Gada, he is striking. Acharyaha Jalena Abhishinchati. So the Acharya is what do you say for Abhishinchati in English? Is doing Abhishekam with the water. Okay. I don't know in English because we don't have this concept of Abhishekam. I don't know what they say in English. Okay. We'll read these sentences also. Uchchaihi patata. Bhataha hayena gacchati. Hayaha is horse. So hayena gacchati. So akaranta pumlinga shabdas. If you observe banena, rathena, hayena. So Ramaha will become Ramena. Okay. Krishnaha, Krishnena, Arjunaha, Arjunena. All akaranta pumlinga shabdas will take that form. And then Krishnaha Chakrayudhena Shishupalam Hatavan. Chakrayudhena. Okay. So Ayudham, is it a Pumlinga Shabda or an Apumsakalinga Shabda?
Napumsakalingam.
Napumsakalinga Shabdam va? There is also a Kridanta with Pumlinga Shabda, but let me see if it is the same Ayudha. Yes, there is a Kridanta from Yuddha. From Yuddha Dhatu, a Kridanta is generated as Ayudha, which is also a weapon, which can also be taken as a weapon. Okay, but it is Napumsaka. In Kridanta, it is a Pumlinga, but the regular word is in Napumsaka. So Chakrayudhena Shishupalam Hatavan. Jnanam Ajnanena Avritam Bhavati. Ajnanena. So Jnanam, Ajnanam. Both are Napumsakalinga Shabdas. Okay. So if you notice, even in the Napumsakalinga Shabda, the Tritiya Vibhakti is similar to the Pumlinga Shabda. So Ramaha becomes Ramena, Vanam becomes Vanena, Jnanam Jnanena, Ayudham Ayudhena. Okay. Agnihi Dhumena Avritaha. So Agni is covered. Avritaha means covered. Dhumena. Dhumaha means smoke. Okay, it is a Pumlinga Shabda only. Agnihi Dhumena Avritaha. So the fire is covered by the smoke. In the earlier sentence also, knowledge is covered by ignorance. Okay. And then we have Krishnaha Angulya Nirdishati. Angulya. Anguli. Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. It becomes Angulya in Tritiya Vibhakti. So what does Nadi become?
Nadya.
Nadya. Gauri?
Gauriya.
Okay. And then Bhaktaha Malaya Devam Alankaroti. Malaya. Mala. Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So with the mala, the devotee decorated the god. So what will Sita become?
Sitaya.
Sitaya. Dirgham undadu takaram. Sitaya. Mala becomes Malaya. Lata?
Lataya.
Lataya. Lalita?
Lalitaya.
Lalitya.
Lalitaya.
Lalitya.
Lalitya na. Lalitaya. It is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda na. It is Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Lalita. So like Sita, Lalita. So Lalitaya. Bhavana. Bhavanaya. Like that. Okay. Anantaram. Sadhakaha yoga balena paramapurusham upaiti. Okay. Yoga balena. So yoga balam. Again, balam, is it Napumsaka or a Pumlinga?
Napumsakalinga.
Napumsakalingena. Balaha kuda untundi. Let me check. Pumlinga is there and Napumsaka. Both are there. Okay. You can take it as either. Because anyhow in Tritiya Vibhakti it will be the same. So you can consider it as a Pumlinga or a Napumsakalinga. Sadhakaha yoga balena paramapurusham upaiti. So upaiti means he attained or he obtained. So he obtained Paramapurusha by yoga, through yoga. So yoga balena paramapurusham upaiti. Sadhakaha. Sadhakaha is he who practices. Duryodhanaha gadaya shatrun praharat. Praharat. Can somebody tell the lakara of that word?
Praharati.
Harati. Harati.
Lakara I am asking. In which lakara is that word? Is it in Vartamana Kala, Bhutakala, Bhavishyat or Lot lakara?
No, Bhutakalam. Bhutakalam.
Bhutakalam. Okay. Bhutakalam means lan lakara. Okay. So praharan. So since we have the prefix pra, harati becomes aharat in Bhutakalam. And then whenever we are converting a word with a upasarga, a kriyapadam with a upasarga into Bhutakalam, we have to put aside the upasarga, take the actual kriyapadam, change it into Bhutakala, and then put the prefix back. Okay. So praharati. Put the pra aside. Harati becomes aharat. Then again bring the pra. Pra plus aharat. Savarna dirgha sandhi happens and praharat will get. Okay. So Duryodhanaha gadaya shatrun praharat. So he attacked the enemy with gada. Yodaha hastabhyam Kahalam vadayati. Okay, kahalam means a kind of tambura. Okay. Hastabhyam means with both his hands. This is the dvivachana. Hastaha. Hastaha is a pumlinga shabda. So in dvivachanam, what does it happen? Ramaha, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. These are the Tritiya Vibhakti forms. Ramaha becomes Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Hastaha is a pumlinga shabda. So hastena, hastabhyam, hastaihi. Because two hands we use to use an instrument. Yodhaha hastabhyam kahalam vadayati. Vadayati means like playing an instrument. It can be used with any instrument. Okay. So this is the Dvitiya Vibhakti form of the Tritiya Vibhakti form in Dvivachana for Akaranta Pumlinga. But for all, the form is same. Akaranta, Ikaranta, for anything, the format is the same, both in Pumlinga, Strilinga and Napumsaka. So in Pumlinga, Ramaha will become Ramabhyam. Strilinga, Sita Shabdam, Sitabhyam, Nadibhyam, Vanabhyam. So whether it is Pumlinga, Strilinga or Napumsaka, the Dvivachana will be the same. The Ekavachana and Bahuvachana will change, but the Dvivachana will be the same. Even in Ikaranta, Ukaranta also, Harihi Shabda will become Haribhyam, that way. Okay, Pitrubhyam. So that format will be the same in the Dvivachana. So it is easy for you to remember. The Ekavachana and Bahuvachana will change. Vayam Padabhyam Sancharamaha. Sancharamaha means going around. So Padabhyam. So we with our feet we are going around. Balaramaha Halena Shatrun Maritavan. Halena. Halaha means the plow. The one that you use to till the land. Right? So Halena Shatrun Maritavan. Balarama killed the enemy with his plow. Again, Halaha is both is there both in Napumsaka and Pumlinga. So you can take it as either. Okay, moving on to the next page, 168. Here we have the Tritiya Vibhakti forms of Akaranta Pumlinga, Akaranta Strilinga, Ikaranta Strilinga and Akaranta Napumsakalinga. So Hastaha, Hastau, Hastaha is the Prathama Vibhakti. In Tritiya Vibhakti, Hastena, Hastabhyam, Hastaihi. What will Shivaha be? In Tritiya Vibhakti?
Shivena, Shivabhyam, Shivaihi.
Vaihi. And then what else is there? Syutaha is a bag.
Syutena, Syutebhyam, Syutabhyam, Syutyehi.
Syutaihi.
Syutaihi.
Syutaihi. Okay. Anantaram. Akaranta Shabda is given. Mala. Mala, Male, Malaha in Prathama Vibhakti. In Tritiya Vibhakti, Malaya, Malabhyam, Malabhihi. Malabhihi. Okay. So what will Lata become?
Lataya, Latabhyam, Latabhihi.
Latabhihi. Okay. Anantaram, Sindhu Bhagini, can you tell for Mala? Oh, Mala is already given, not Mala. Mahila. Tell for Mahila.
Mahila, Mahilaya, Mahilabhyam, Mahilabhihi.
Mahilabhihi.
Mahilabhihi. Yes.
And the first one, Ekavachana, is Mahilaya. Lakara will not have Dirgham.
Mahilaya.
Mahilaya, Mahilabhyam, Mahilabhihi. Okay. And then we have Ikaranta Shabda, Suchi. Suchi, Suchyau, Suchyaha in Prathama Vibhakti. In Tritiya Vibhakti, Suchya, Suchibhyam, Suchibhihi. Okay. Okay. So, Kartari. Tell for Kartari, Bhavana Bhagini.
Kartariya, Kartaribhyam, Kartaribihi.
Kartaribihi. Bihi, Hrasva Ikara.
Ah, yes.
Anantaram, Lalita Bhagini for Nari.
Nari. Narya, Naribhyam, Naribihi.
Uttamam. Anantaram Napumsakalinga Shabdam. Phalam, Phale, Phalani in Prathama Vibhakti. Phalena, Phalabhyam, Phalaihi. So from Tritiya Vibhakti onwards, Akaranta Pumlinga and Akaranta Napumsakalinga Shabdas will be the same. So you can follow the same pattern as the Pumlinga Shabda. So Phalena, Phalabhyam, Phalaihi. Vastram, Rajendran Mahodaya.
Vastram, Vastrena, Vastrabhyam, Vastraihi.
Vastrena, Vastrabhyam, Vastraihi. Nayanam.
Nayanam, Nayanena, Nayanabhyam, Nayanaihi.
Uttamam. Pushpam.
Puspam, Puspena, Puspabhyam, Puspaihi.
Uttamam. Anantaram we have Abhyasa. Tritiya Vibhakti Rupaihi Riktasthanam Purayata. So here we have Krishnaha. Krishnaha is doing some actions. Okay. And he's using some things as an instrument to get that action done. So we have to put that in Tritiya Vibhakti. So Krishnaha Senam Darshayati. Krishna is showing the Sena to the Sena. He's showing the Sena. Darshayati is to show. Showing the Sena. With what, Jayaprada Bhagini? Kena.
Hastena. Krishnaha. Hastena senam darshayati.
Anantaram. Krishnaha Rataha. And then Gachati. Krishnaha Kena Gachati.
Krishnaha Radhena Gachati.
Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini. Krishnaha Kaya Ashwan Chodayati.
Kayan. Where is this thing?
Third sentence. Krishnaha Kaya Ashwan Chodayati.
Mama, I am lost. Which page again? Sorry.
168.
168.
168, third page. Sorry, third sentence. In the Abhyasa.
Krishna. Okay. Kasha is Kashaya.
Kashaya Ashwan Chodayati. So this is Akara, like Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So Kashaya Ashwan Chodayati. Kasha means it is like a whip. Okay?
Whip. Okay.
That long rope that they have to just make the horses go. Korada. Anantaram. Krishnaha Kaya Shatrun Hanti. Lalita Bhagini.
Gadaya.
Krishnaha Gadaya Shatrun Hanti.
Gadaya Shatrun Hanti.
Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini. Krishnaha Kaya Madhuram Gayati.
Krishnaha Vansaya Madhuram Gayati.
Vamshya
Madhuram Gayati.
Okay, with his flute, he sings melodiously. Krishnaha Kena Dhenum Sprishati. Mahodaya.
Krishnaga Vetrena Dhenum Sprushati.
What is Vetra? Vetram? Totra vetraikapanaye, we have that in the shloka also. It is basically a kind of a stick, okay, or a cane used to make a stick. You know, the like a bamboo cane. It is not bamboo exactly, but it will be like that, which is used to make a stick, which is used to put the cattle in order. You know that every cowherd will have that stick in his hand, right?
Yes, ma'am.
To that control long stick, to control the animals. So with that, they will be touching the animals that are coming out of the group. So then they will again go back. That stick. Okay, Vetra is that stick. So Krishnaha Vetrena Dhenum Sprishati. Anantaram. Krishnaha Kena Dushtan Nigrihnati. Bhavana Bhagini?
Krishna Chakrena Drushtan Nigruhati.
Nigrihnati.
Nigruhnati.
Okay, with his chakra, he kills the bad people. Okay. Anantaram. Avarane sthitasya shabdasya trutiya vibhakti rupena yathodaharanam vakyani rachayata. Yodharaha khadgaha bahuvachana rupam is given. So khadgaihi yudhyante. Yodharaha khadgaihi yudhyante. So Ramaha will become Ramaihi. Sita will become Sitabihi. Gauri, Gauribihi. Vanam will be Vanaihi. Okay. So remember that. You can always look at the box on top of the page. Bhaktaha Patrani is given. Devam Archanti. Jayprada Bhagini?
Bhaktaha Patraihi Devam Archanti.
Patraihi Devam Archanti.
Patrani kadandi. Patraihi.
Patrani. Patraihi.
Patraihi.
Patram means here leaf. Okay.
Leaves. Okay.
So Bilva Patram. Like for Shiva Puja, we use Bilva Patram. So Patraihi Devam Archanti. Like that. Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini Rishayaha Havanam Kurvanti.
Rishayaha Vedamantraihi Havanam Kurvanti.
Havanam Kurvanti. Vedamantraihi Havanam Kurvanti. Anantaram Lalita Bhagini Arjunaha Vishwarupam Drishtavan.
Arjunaha Divya Drishtihi Vishwarupam Drishtavan. Arjunaha Divya Drishtibhyam Vishwarupam Drishtavan.
So here Dvivachanam is needed, or
Divya Drishti.
Divya Drishtya.
Drushtaya.
Divya Drishtya, yeah, it is Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabda only, right? Drishtihi.
So Drishtya, ma'am.
Okka nimisham undandi. Drishtihi. If it is Ikaranta Pumlinga Shabdam, then it will be like Harina. But no, it is a Strilinga Shabda only. So Drishtya. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Divya Drishtya. Drishti is one only. Though he has two eyes, the Drishti we always refer it in singular only.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So we can use Ekavachanam only here. Divya Drishtya Vishwarupam Drishtavan. Bhimaha Gada Ripun Praharati. Bhavana Bhagini?
Bhimaha Gadaya Ripun Praharati.
Gadaya. There should not be Dirgham. See, for all other words, in the Dvivachana, we have the original Shabda, like how it is. But in Ekavachana, Sita becomes Sitaya. Sitaya not. Sitaya. The last dirgha akara should not be there. Okay, hrasva akara only we have to use. So gadaya, gadaya na gadaya. Bhimaha
Okay.
gadaya ripun praharati. Ripun means ripuhu means enemy.
Satru.
Yes, shatru. Anantaram, Mahodaya, vayam netre pashyamaha.
Vayam netrabhyam pashyamaha.
Uttamam. Anantaram Jayprada Bhagini, Ashvaha.
अश्वाः पादैः धावन्ति अश्वाः पादैः
Padaihi dhavanti. Draupadi Kamalani. Sindhu Bhagini.
Draupadi kamalaihi malam rachayati.
Draupadi Kamalaihi Malam Rachayati. So she made a mala with the Kamalas. Naryaha Dronyaha Jalam Nayanti. Dronyaha means Droni is Ekavachana. Dronyaha is Bahuvachana. Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda. Lalita Bhagini.
Naryaha Dronibihi. Dronibihi Jalam Nayanti.
Dronibihi Jalam Nayanti. Uttamam. Drishtadhyumnaha Kena Dronacharyam Hatavan. Bhavana Bhagini. Drishtadhyumnaha Kena Dronacharyam Hatavan.
Drishtadumnaha Khadagena Dronacharyam Hatavan.
Khadgena.
Khadgena.
Okay, the da is only half. Khadgena Dronacharyam Hatavan. Uttamam. Anantaram, here we have some shabdas in Akaranta Pumlinga, Ikaranta Pumlinga, Ukaranta, and Rikaranta also. Okay, in Pumlinga. And then we have in Strilinga and Napumsaka. So let us read them aloud. Jayprada Bhagini, Mudu Chadavandi. Mudu Shabdalu.
बालः प्रथमा विभक्तिः बालः बालौ बालाः तृतीया विभक्तिः बालेन बालाभ्यां बालैः योधः योधौ योधाः योधेन योधाभ्यां योधैः वेदः वेदौ वेदाः वेदेन वेदाभ्यां वेदैः.
Uttamam. Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini.
Munihi muniyaha
Munayaha.
Munina munibhyam munibihi.
Ikara you have to use the short ikara. Munina munibhyam munibihi. Munina, not munina. Munina munibhyam munibihi. Again, read again.
Okay. Muniyaha munina munibhyam munibihi. Munibihi. Kavihi kavayaha. Kavina kavibhyam kavibihi.
Uttamam.
Shishuvah. Shishunam shishubhyam shishubhi.
Shishubihi. There is no dirgha. In the Bahuvachana, you are putting dirgha. Shishubihi. Uttamam. Uttamam. Anantaram Lalita Bhagini. Tantuhu.
Tantuhu, Tantu, Tantavaha. Tritiya vibhakti. Tantuna, Tantubhyam, Tantubhihi. Vakta, Vaktarau, Vaktaraha. Vaktra, Vaktrubhyam, Vaktrubihi.
Uttamam. This is the Rikaranta Shabda. Rikaranta Pumlinga. Vaktru.
Data, Datarau, Dataraha. Datra, Datrubhyam, Datrubihi.
Uttamam. So Data also is a Rikaranta Pumlinga Shabda, like Pita. Okay. So pita will become pitra, pitrubhyam, pitrubhihi. Okay. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini, Mahila.
Mahila, Mahile, Mahilaha, Mahilaya, Mahilabhyam, Mahilabhihi. Shraddha, Shraddhe, Shraddhaha, Shraddhaya, Shraddhabhyam, Shraddhabhihi. Murtihi, Murti, Murtayaha, Murtya, Murtibhyam, Murtibhihi.
Uttama. Anantaram Mahodaya. Mahodaya. Matihi.
इकारान्तक स्त्रीलिंगक मदि शब्दक मदिगि मदि मदयक मत्या मदिभ्यां मदिभिः द इकारान्तक दर्वी शब्दक दर्वी दर्व्यौ दर्व्यक दर्व्या दर्वीभ्यां दर्विभिः इकारान्तक कर्तरी शब्दक कर्तरी कर्तर्यौ कर्तर्यक कर्तर्या कर्तरीभ्यां कर्तरीभिः
Uttamam. Uttamam. Anantaram Punaha Jayprada Bhagini. Bhagini.
Bhagini, Bhaginyau, Bhaginyaha, Bhaginya, Bhaginyabhyam, Bhaginibhyam, Bhaginibhihi, Nari, Naryau, Naryaha, Narya, Naribhyam, Naribhihi, Dhenuhu, Dhenu, Dhenavaha, Dhenva, Dhenubhyam, Dhenubhihi.
Uttamam. This is Ukaranta Strilinga Shabda. So what will Sindhu become in Tritiya Vibhakti? Sindhu.
Sindhva.
Sindhva. Okay, it will become Sindhva. So Sindhva Saha, I can also say use that in that context. Sindhva Saha Aham Apanam Gacchami. Sindhva Saha Aham Pustakam Pathami. Okay. Just mentioning when we can use that Ukaranta. Anantaram Tanuhu. Sindhu Bhagini.
Tanuhu. Tanuhu, Tanu, Tanavaha. Tanva, Tanubhyam, Tanubhihi. Tanchuhu, Tanchuhu. Tanchuhu. Tanchu, Tanchavaha. Tanchavaha, Tanchava, Tanchubhyam, Tanchubhihi. Tanchubhihi. Vaduhu.
Vadhuhu.
This is like
Dirgham.
Vadhuhu.
Dirgham is there for Vadhu.
Vadhuhu, Vadva, Vadvau, Vadvaha, Vadva, Vadubhyam, Vadubhihi.
Uttamam. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini.
Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Phalena, Phalabhyam, Phalaihi. Puspam, Puspe, Puspani. Puspena, Puspabhyam, Puspaihi. Vastram, Vastre, Vastrani. Vastrena, Vastrabhyam, Vastraihi. Sainyam, Sainye, Sainyani. Sainyena, Sainyabhyam, Sainyaihi.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Anantaram Yodhaha. Mahodaya.
आम भगिनी योदग योदेन योदाभ्याम योदैहि हयः हयेन हयाभ्याम हयैहि धर्मः धर्मेण धर्माभ्याम धर्मैहि योगः योगेन योगाभ्याम योगैहि.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Anantaram Jayprada Bhagini. Ravihi.
Ravina, Ravihi, Ravina, Ravibhyam, Ravibhihi, Yati, Yatihi, Yatina, Yatibhyam, Yatibhihi, Manihi, Manina, Manibhyam, Manibhihi, Samadhihi.
Cheppandi adi kuda.
Samadhihi, samadhibhyam, samadhina, samadhibhyam, samadhibihi.
उत्तमं
Prabhu.
धन्यवादः
Okay.
अनन्तरं सिन्धु भगिनी प्रभुः भगिनी you are on mute
Oh, sorry. I kept on telling and I didn't realize that I'm on mute. Sorry about that. Prabhu, Prabhuna, Prabhubhyam, Prabhu,
प्रभुभिः
Prabhubihi.
प्रभुभिः उकारन्त it is like guruhu shabda or shishuhu shabda shishuna shishubhyam shishubhihi so prabhuhu prabhuna prabhubhyam prabhubhihi guruhu
Guruhu, Guruna, Gurubhyam, Gurubihi. Ikshuhu, Ikshuhu, Ikshuna, Shubhyam, Ikshubihi. Kretuhu, Kratuhu, Kratuhu, Kratuna, Kratubhyam, Kratubihi. Ripuhu, Ripuna, Ripubhyam, Ripubihi.
उत्तमम् उत्तमम् अनन्तरं ललिता भगिनी ऋकारान्त शब्दः
पिता पित्रा पितृभ्यां पितृभिः धाता धात्रा धातृभ्यां धातृभिः स्रष्टा स्रष्ट्रा शस्त्रुभ्यां शस्त्रुभिः हन्ता हन्त्रा हन्तृभ्यां हन्तृभिः
उत्तमम् अनन्तरं भावना भगिनी निशा
निशया निशाभ्यां निशाभिः श्रद्धा श्रद्धया श्रद्धाभ्यां श्रद्धाभिः माया मायया मायाभ्यां मायाभिः प्रभा प्रभया प्रभाभ्यां प्रभाभिः
उत्तमं धन्यवादः पुनः महोदय
आं जी कीर्तिः कीर्त्या कीर्तिभ्यां कीर्तिभिः धृतिः धृत्या तदेव आगच्छति वा जी
धृत्या
धृत्या धृतृभ्यां धृतृभिः मही मह्या महीभ्यां महीभिः नदी नद्या नदीभ्यां नदीभिः धेनुः धेन्वा धेनुभ्यां धेनुभिः तनुः तन्वा तनुभ्यां तनुभिः
वेरी गुड उत्तमम् ओके ओके अनन्तरम् अभ्यासः अस्ति कोष्टके विद्यमानानां शब्दानां तृतीयाविभक्तिरूपं प्रयुज्य वाक्यं पूरयत so we have to use the words in the box on the right hand side and fill up the blanks. So what do we have in the box? Let us look at those. Ishavaha, it is in bahuvachana. Ishuhu is the ekavachana form. Ishavaha is in bahuvachana. Gade, gade means it is gada in dvivachana. Rajjavaha, rajjuhu, okay. Ukaranta strilinga shabdaha, it is in bahuvachana. Harsha marsha bhayodvegaha, okay. This is a samastapadam. Harsha amarsha bhayaha udvegaha. This is also in bahuvachana. Akaranta bahuvachana shabda. Abhyasa yogaha, that is in ekavachana only. Chakre, it is in dvivachana for chakram. Halam, it is in ekavachana. Shankhaha bahuvachana. Akaranta strilinga bahuvachana. Sharaha is also in bahuvachana. अकारान्त पुंलिंग बहुवचन, राज्यं नपुंसकम् एकवचन, पक्षौ अकारान्त पुंलिंग शब्द in द्विवचन, लेखन्यः ईकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग शब्द in बहुवचन. Now let us see. Arjunah, Jayaprada garu cheppandi, Arjunah dash shatrun hatavan.
Arjunah Yashavaha Ishubihi.
Ishubihi shatrun hatavan. With arrows, Arjuna killed the enemies. Anantaram, Sindhu Bhagini, Bhimaha Duryodhanaha cha dash yudhyete.
Bhimaha Duryodhanaha cha Gadabhyam.
Gadabhyam is correct. Gadabhyam. Yudhyete. Uttamam. Anantaram, Lalita Bhagini, Sarathihi.
Sarathihi dash ashwan badhnati. Sarathihi rajjubihi ashwan badhnati.
Uttamam. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini. Dash muktaha bhaktaha krishnasya priyaha. Bhavana Bhagini, you are on mute.
Harsha Marsha Bhayodvegena Muktaha Bhaktaha Krishnasya Priyaha.
Harsha Marsha Bhayodvegaha is in Bahuvachana. Have to put it in
Dvegaihi.
Correct.
Dvegaihi. Muktaha Bhaktaha.
Harsha Marsha Bhayodvegaihi Muktaha Bhaktaha Krishnasya Priyaha means who is free of all these qualities, Harsha, Amarsha, Bhaya and Udvega. Okay?
Okay.
Such a devotee is Krishna's favorite. Anantaram. Mahodaya, Vayam?
Vayam dash Krishnam Aptum Icchamaga Abhyasa Yogaga Ekavachane Asti Tatya Tritya Vivakti Bhavati Abhyasa Yogena Vayam Abhyasa Yogena Krishnam Aptum Icchamaha.
So we can attain Krishna by practicing yoga. Abhyasa Yogena Krishnam Aptum Icchamaha. Anantaram punaha Jayaprada Bhagini.
Rathaha Chakrabhyam
Chalati. Rathaha Chakrabhyam Chalati. Anantaram Sindhu Bhagini. Sindhu Bhagini. Hello. Sorry, somehow the connection was dropped.
Oh, okay, that's why there was a silence. No problem.
So Sindhu Bhagini.
Yeah, Balaramaha Nalena Praharati.
Uttama. Anantaram Lalita Bhagini. Pandavaha.
Pandavaha dash ranaghosham krutavantaha. Shankaha bahuvachanam. Pandavaha shankaihi ranaghosham krutavantaha.
Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini.
Saraihi Tuniram Puranaha Asti.
Sharaihi. Anantaram Mahodaya. Mahodaya asti va? You're on mute, Mahodaya.
I'm not Shrutavanji.
Idanim vadatu.
Idanim
Dashamam vakyam.
Kim no das Govinda Rajyam नपुंसकलिंगे वचनम् अस्ति इति कारणात् राज्येन आगच्छति किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द.
So no is actually naha. It is in sandhi, so it becomes no, means to us. Okay, kim, to us, what is this kingdom? Okay, kim naha rajyam rajyena govinda. Okay, that is the sentence here. And with the kingdom, what can we do? So this, I'm assuming Arjuna says to Krishna, by killing all these people and then getting the Rajyam, what are we going to do? Okay, so Rajyena Kim, by getting this kingdom, what am I going to do? Like that. Anantaram. Punaha Jaiprada Bhagini, Pakshinaha.
Pakshinaha Dayate Paksho. లెక్కలు కదండి రెండు ఉంటాయి ద్వితీయ ద్వివచనం పక్షిణః పక్షాభ్యాం దయంతే
పక్షిణః పక్షాభ్యాం దయంతే
పక్షిణః పక్షాభ్యాం దయంతే
గుడ్
కరెక్టేనండి కదా
కరెక్టే సింధు భగిని ఛాత్రాః
छात्राः लेखिन्यः लेखनीभिः
लिखन्ति छात्राः लेखनीभिः लिखन्ति उत्तमम् अनन्तरं we have in the next question 2 columns ka kha. We have to pick the correct Tritiya Vibhakti form corresponding to the one in column Ka. Okay. So, Udaharanam, Yajñau. It is Pumlinga Dvivachana. So, Yajñabhyam or Yajñaihi. Yajñaihi is Bahuvachana. So, we have to select Yajñabhyam. Like that, we have to select the correct ones here. Anantaram Lalita Bhagini, Nadyau.
Nadyau, Dvivachanam. Nadibhyam.
Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini Kratavaha. Bhavana Bhagini mute madhye asti bhavati.
Kratavaha Kratubihi.
Kratubihi. Uttamam. Anantaram Mahodaya.
आम जी आदित्याः बहुवचने अस्ति इति कारणात् तृतीया व्यक्ति बहुवचनं भवति आदित्यैः.
उत्तमम्. अनन्तरं पुनः जयप्रदा भगिनी श्रुतिः.
श्रुतिः श्रुतिभ्यां श्रुतिः అంటే చెప్పండి
ఏ శబ్దం ఇది కారాంత
స్త్రీలింగం పుల్లింగ శృతిః ఉంది కదా వికారాంత పుల్లింగం
మీకు విసర్గ ఉంటే స్త్రీలింగం అవ్వకూడదని ఏం లేదు మతిహి శబ్దం లాగా ఇది స్త్రీలింగమే
ఓ శృత్యా
సో శృత్యా అవుతుంది అంతే అంతే కరెక్ట్ శృతి అంటే మనము తెలియడం నోయింగ్
ఓకే ఓకే అదే తెలియలే నాకు
ఓకే తర్వాత అనంతరం సింధు భగిని మిత్రే
ఇస్ ద్వివచనం సో తుది మిత్రాభ్యాం మిత్రాభ్యాం
మిత్రాభ్యాం హయాః లలితా భగిని
హయాః బహువచనం హయైః
హయైః అనంతరం భావన భగిని నార్యౌ Bhavana Bhagini, you are on mute.
Sorry, ma'am. Naryau, naribhyam.
Naribhyam, dvivachana. Sharau, Mahodaya.
आम जी सरौ द्विवचने अस्ति इति कारणात् शराभ्याम्
उत्तमं. Vajram api vadatu.
वज्रेण
वज्रम् एकवचने अस्ति इति कारणात् वज्रेण
उत्तमम्. अनन्तरं प्रश्नवाचकपदं वक्तव्यम्. Okay, on page number 172, exercise 6, we are supposed to write the Prashnavachaka Shabdam. Okay, so te pushpaihi archanti. Te kaihi archanti, with what did they worship? For the Tritiya Vibhakti word, we have to put the appropriate Prashnavachaka Shabda. Okay, since pushpaihi is in Napumsakalinga Bahuvachana, the Kim Shabda word for that is Kaihi. Anantaram, Jayprada Bhagini, Arjunaha Hastabhyam Ayudhyata.
Ayudhyata. Arjunaha Kaya and Kabhyam. Chetulandu Kabhyam. Hastabhyam Kabhyam Ayudhyata.
Arjunaha Kabhyam Ayudhyata. With what did he fight?
Ayudhyata.
Rendodi kuda cheppandi.
Siddha Sangha Stutibhihi Suvanti.
Siddha Sanghaha Bahuvachane asti.
Siddha Sanghaha. Appudu Kabhihi Siddha Sanghaha Kabhihi Stuvanti. Stuvanti Sarvavida.
Stuvanti ante పొగడటం కదు, స్తుతించడం. కాభిహి స్తువంతి, స్తుతిభిహి స్తువంతి. ఉత్తమం. అనంతరం సింధు భగిని సర్వవిద్.
सर्वविद् सर्वभावेन देवं भजति. सर्वविद् केन देवं भजति.
Sarvavit kena devam bhajati. With what does he worship God? Sarva bhavena. Okay. Anantaram. Next sentence also tell.
वैनतेयः चञ्चवा नागान् भक्षयति. चञ्चवा नागान् भक्षयति. चञ्चवा is
Chanchva. It is chanchuhu. Ukaranta strilinga shabdah. So, what will be the Prashnavachaka here?
Kaihi, no.
Strilinga shabda.
Strilinga shabda. Kabihi.
In Bahuvachana Kabihi. In Ekavachana?
Ekavachana.
Ekavachana only.
Kena? No.
Kaya. Strilingam kada.
Kaya. Oh, Kaya, right.
Kena is for Pumlinga or Napumsaka. For Strilinga it is Kaya.
Kaya.
Vayam karnabhyam shrunumaha. Vayam kabhyam shrunumaha.
Vayam kabhyam shrunumaha. With what do we listen? Karnabhyam shrunumaha. Anantaram?
Bhaktaha shraddhaya bhajanti. Bhaktaha kaya bhajanti.
Uttamam. Anantaram Bhavana Bhagini?
योद्धौ हयाभ्यां गच्छतः. योद्धौ काभ्यां गच्छतः.
काभ्यां गच्छतः.
भारतं धर्मेण शोभते. भारतः कै शोभते?
भारतं
धर्मेण शोभते. के शोभते
केन
भारतं
केन
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 केन शोभते
उत्तमम् अनन्तरं महोदय
आं जी आम् खगाग पक्षाभ्यां के डयन्ते खगाग काभ्यां के डयन्ते अत्र के इति पदस्य अर्थं किम् इति
आकाशम्
ओ आकाशे डयन्ते आम्
खः
धन्यवादः
it is actually the shabda is khah in saptami
Oh.
vibhakti it will become k so khagaha pakshabhyam ke in the sky with their wings they fly dayante
आम् जी धन्यवादः यूयं यज्ञेन प्रसविष्यध्वं यज्ञः यज्ञेन इति आगच्छति इति कारणात् केन यूयं केन प्रसविष्यध्वम्
अनन्तरं जयप्रदा भगिनी पुनः
ते रागद्वेष वियुक्तैः इन्द्रियैः विषयान् सेवन्ते रागद्वेष वियुक्तैः ते कैः विषयान् सेवन्ते कैः అంటే బహువచనం కదండి మొత్తం మూడు రాగద్వేష వియుక్త ఇంద్రియైః कैः ते कैः विषयान् सेवन्ते
ते कैः ते रागद्वेषवियुक्तैः तैः कैः विषयान् सेवन्ते
योगी अनन्यचित्ततया देवं स्मरति अनन्यचित्ततया అంటే ఏకవచనం కయా योगी कया देवं स्मरति
with what does he think of the god
with what
अनन्तरं सिन्धु भगिनी
okay योगी अनन्य
अभवत् त्रयोदश
अर्जुनः शिष्यभावेन कृष्णं पृच्छति अर्जुनः केन कृष्णं पृच्छति
उत्तमम् अनन्तरं
वयं राज्यसुखलोभेन स्वजनं हन्तुम् उद्यताः स्मः वयं केन स्वजनं हन्तुम् उद्यताः स्मः
उत्तमम् अनन्तरं ललिता भगिनी
सत्वगुणः सुखज्ञानसङ्गाभ्यां जीवं देहे बध्नाति संगाभ्यां सत्वगुणः काभ्यां जीवं देहे बध्नाति
with what सत्वगुणः काभ्यां जीवं देहे बध्नाति so the life is bound to the body with what with the contact for the sukha jnana sangabhyam okay only when we leave that attachment then the jivam and the deham can be separated separated means it is not like dying it is what I mean is that with the detachment living with the detachment okay anantaram
दैवी संपदा मोक्षः सिद्ध्यति कया मोक्षः सिद्ध्यति
उत्तमं संपत् is a strilinga shabdah so kaya दैवी संपदा it is in tritiya vibhakti dakaranta strilinga shabda so kaya mokshah siddhyati uttamam anantaram bhavana bhagini
तमो गुणः प्रमाद आलस्य निद्राभिः जीव चैतन्यं बध्नाति तमो गुणः काभि जीव चैतन्यं बध्नाति
उत्तमं with what
आशापाशसतैः बद्ध्वा अन्यायेन अर्थसञ्चयान् ईहन्ते
आशापाशशतैः बद्धाः अन्यायेन अर्थसञ्चयान् ईहन्ते
काभिः बद्ध्वा अन्यायेन अर्थसञ्चयान् ईहन्ते.
See, आशापाशशतैः, it is in Pumlinga only, Bahuvachana. So kaihi is fine, not kabihi. Kaihi baddhaha anyayena arthasanchayan ihante. Okay? Kaihi only.
ईश्वरः यन्त्रारूढानि सर्वभूतानि मायया भ्रामयति. माया स्त्रीलिंग. ईश्वरः यन्त्रारूढानि सर्वभूतानि मायया कया भ्रामयति.
Correct.
యంత్రారూఢాన్ని అంటే చెప్పండి.
యంత్రారూఢం అంటే మన సపోర్ట్ చేయడం,
సపోర్ట్ అండి.
సపోర్టింగ్ ద ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్స్ లాగా. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఈశ్వరుడు యంత్రారూఢాని సర్వభూతాని మాయయా భ్రామయతి అంటే ఇప్పుడు హీస్ మేకింగ్ ఆల్ ద పంచభూతాలన్నీ ఆయన చేతిలో ఉన్నట్టు. ఆ మాయతో వాటిని భ్రమింపజేస్తున్నారు ఈశ్వరుడు. ఈ పంచభూతాలన్నీ కూడా ఆయన మాయ వల్లే కదా భ్రమించేది. పంచభూతాస్ ఆర్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద ప్రకృతి. అండ్ మన తత్వం ఏం చెప్తుంది? ప్రకృతి పురుష. పురుష ఇస్ ద సత్, ప్రకృతి ఇస్ అసత్, ఇట్ ఈస్ అనిత్య. అది చూసే మనము నిత్యమని భ్రమపడుతుంటాము. సో ద ప్రకృతి దట్ ఈస్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దీస్ పంచభూతాస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ద హ్యాండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఈశ్వర. యంత్రారూఢాని సర్వభూతాని అంటే వాటిని సపోర్టింగ్ అన్నమాట. యంత్రం అంటే యంత్రాన్ని ఎలా అయితే సపోర్ట్ కావాలో నడిపించడానికి, అట్లా ఈ సర్వ పంచభూతాలని కూడా, అంటే అది ఇక్కడ విశేషణ. యంత్రారూఢాని విశేషణ టు సర్వభూతాని. సో హీస్ కంపేరింగ్ ఆల్ దీస్ పంచభూతాస్ that are being controlled by Ishvara, like how an instrument can be controlled. Atla, like that he is controlling with his Maya and making it appear that as though it is really there. Brahmayati. Okay?
Okay.
Indakati vakyam kuda tamo gunaha pramadalasya nidrabihi jiva chaitanyam badhnati. 17th sentence. So pramada alasya nidrabihi. So these are the three tamo gunas. With these tamo gunas, jiva chaitanyam badhnati. The jiva chaitanyam will be tied up because of these three tamo gunas. Okay? That is what it means.
అండి కైహి రాదా, మూడు వచ్చాయి కదా.
కావిహి, నిద్రాభిహి అన్నాడు కాబట్టి నిద్రా స్త్రీలింగ శబ్దం కాబట్టి కావిహియే వస్తుంది. అనంతరం ఆశాపాశశతైః బద్ధాః అన్యాయేన అర్థసంచయాన్ ఈహంతే. సో ఆశాపాశశతైః అంటే డిజైర్, హ్యావింగ్ డిజైర్స్ అండ్ అటాచ్మెంట్. With so many of such desires and attachments, the ones who are tied with all these attachments, artha sanchayan ihante. Artha sanchayan means sanchati means to gather. So artha sanchayan means అంటే మనం అన్ని పోగేసుకుంటాం కదా. మై హౌస్, మై బుక్స్, మై థింగ్స్, మై జ్యువెల్స్, మై క్లోత్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ artha sanchayan. Means things that we accumulate and have attachment with. Ihante. So those who are tied up with the desire, with so much of desire, okay, they long for such accumulation of things. Ihante means to desire, to long, to want. Anya yena ante anya anyena, like that it is. Means with several things. Okay. Now, shall we look at the Gita shlokas, the numbers that are given? Adaha pradatta sankhya-keshu Gita shlokeshu tritiya vibhaktim parishilayata. 114. Tataha shvetairhayairyukte mahati syandane sthitau madhavaha pandavaschaiva divyau shankau pradadmatuhu. So Bhavana Bhagini is over. Mahodaya, Bhavan Vadatu. Atra.
Tritiya Vibhakti. Tada Svetairhayai Yukte Magadisyantane Stitau Madhava Pandavaschaiva Divyau Sankau Pradadmaduhu. Atra Svetaihi Akaryanta Pullingaha Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanamasti Anantaram Hayaihi Abhi Akaryanta Pullingaha Ekavachanam Tritiya Vibhakti Asti.
Bahuvachanam. Bahuvachanam kalu Svetaihi.
Shamyatam Bahuvachanam.
Shvetaihi Yuktaihi.
Svetai Dau Abhi Bahuvachane Asti. Shamyatam.
Shvetaihi Hayaihi. Hayaihi. Both are Bahuvachanam. Okay. Anantaram 132. Jayaprada Bhagini. ఇది ఆల్రెడీ ఇందాక మనకి వేరే షాట్ వచ్చింది వాక్యం.
కిమ్నో రాజ్యేన గోవింద కిం భోగై జీవితేన వా యేషామర్థే
కాంక్షితం నో రాజ్యం భోగాః
సుఖాని చ. ఇప్పుడు ఇందులో రాజ్యేన తృతీయ విభక్తి కదండి. భోగైహి అనేది ఇది కూడా
తృతీయ విభక్తి బహువచనం.
తర్వాత మధ్య ఇంకెక్కడ ఉన్నట్లేవు.
అంతే ఆ రెండు. ఓకే. రాజ్యం ఇట్ ఈస్ నపుంసకలింగ తృతీయ విభక్తి ఏకవచన. భోగైః భోగః నపుంసకం వా పుంలింగం వా?
భోగం అంటే నపుంసకం వస్తుంది. భోగః వస్తుంది. భోగి పుల్లింగమేనండి.
పుంలింగము నపుంసకము ద్వౌ అపి సంతి. ఓకే. అనంతరం 338. సింధు భగిని.
భూమేన వ్రియతే వస్య దర్శో మదేన చ యథోల్బేన వృత్తో దర్భస్థా తేన దమావృతం.
తేనేదమావృతం.
So in this Madhuvena
Dhumena avriyate.
So
that is the Padavibhaga there. Dhumena is Tritiya Vibhakti. Pumlinga Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachana. And then Vannihi Yatha Adarshaha Malena. Okay, Malena. That is also in Tritiya Vibhakti. And then we have Yatha Ulbena. Ulbena means womb. Okay. Ulbena Avritaha Garbhaha Tatha Tena idam
Tena.
avritam. Idam avritam. Okay. Like how the smoke covers the fire, like how the garbham is also covered by the womb. Okay. Like that, this whole thing is also covered. That is what he's saying.
Okay.
And here that
What
idam means this. It indicates this world. Okay, or more than world, it is this living being. This Jivatma. Jivatma is covered with desire.
Desire. Okay.
So here we have Dhumena, Malena, Ulbena,
Ulbena.
and Tena.
Tena.
And we forgot one more Upamanam. Adarshaha Melani. Okay, Adarshaha Melani cha. So like how the fire is covered by smoke, Mala means dust. So Adarshaha means mirror. Like how the mirror is covered by dust, and like how the embryo is covered or surrounded by the womb. Like that, the Jivatma is also covered or surrounded by desires.
Okay.
Anantaram 39. Lalita Bhagini.
Avritam jnanametena jnanino nityavairina kamarupena kaunteya dushpurena nalena cha. Jnanametena etena jnanino nityavairina vairina.
వైరినా ఉందండి,
Nitya Vairina.
ఇది కూడా తృతీయ.
Kamarupena rupena kaunteya dushpurena nalena cha. Dushpurena
Analena.
Analena dvayamapi.
Dushpuritam ante Puranam ante to fill. Dushpuritam is that which can never be filled or satisfied. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So Avritam Jnanam Etena Jnaninaha Nitya Vairina. So this is always covered by the Jnaninam Etena. Avritam Jnaninam. Jnaninam means he who is knowledgeable. Jnaninaha Nitya Vairina. And Jnaninaha is a person who has knowledge. Vairina. Nitya Vairina means by constant enemy. Vairi means enemy. Kama Rupena Kaunteya Dushpurena Analena cha. So this our knowledge here, Jnanam means knowledge. It is always covered with what? By this dvesha, desire, which is never satisfied and is always burning like fire. Okay. Kama Rupena Nitya Vairina. We all have some kind of enemies. Enemies in the sense it need not be like among people only. Whatever that enemy is, laziness, it can be greediness, it can be any of such things. All those qualities are our enemies. So we are always having fighting with these enemies. So that all covers our consciousness, that covers our jnanam, because of those the enemies are occupying our mind all the time. Similarly, Kama Rupena, the desires that we have, which are constantly burning and which can never be satisfied. Okay. Anantaram 424. Bhavana Bhagini.
Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmaknau Brahmanahutam Brahmeva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. Tena tritiya vibhakti.
In the first sentence,
Brahmarpadam Brahma Avi Brahmagnau.
Tena.
Brahmana in the first sentence is also Tritiya Vibhakti. Brahman Shabdaha.
Brahmana.
Ekavachana is
Brahmana.
Brahmana.
Bhagini.
In the second line,
Tena.
Tena, and one more is there.
Brahma Karma. Samadhina. Na.
Samadhi.
Samadhina.
Uttama. Okay. So by engaging ourselves in
ఏమీ వినపట్టలా.
భావన భగిని వినిపించిందా?
ఏమి ఎవరు మాట్లాడినా వినపట్టలేదు.
Others are able to hear, right?
ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిందండి.
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So here basically Brahmarpanam Brahma Havir Brahmagnau Brahmana Hutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. So basically he who offers himself to that Brahma, means Parabrahma here, Brahma means, will attain that Brahma Sthiti because of the activities. Brahma Karma Samadhina means by engaging himself through such divine kriyas. Brahma Karma means being involved in work that are contributing towards the Parabrahma. Okay. Then the next shloka, 434. Mahodaya.
Amji. 434. Tadvidhi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha. Tatra tat vidhi pranipadena prashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha तत्त्वदर्शिनः इति भवति. इति कारणात् प्रथम पङ्क्त्यां प्रणिपातेन अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं भवति. तदनन्तरं परिप्रश्नेन अनन्तरं प्रणिपातेन अकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गः तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं अनन्तरं सेवया इति आगच्छति. तत् आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्ग तृतीया विभक्ति एकवचनं भवति.
Very good. So tat vidhi pranipatena. Tat vidhi means that knowledge of knowing about what are all the things, okay, that can be done. Pranipatena is to show that reverence, okay, and to whom do we show reverence? To the gurus. Pariprashnena means asking again and again, like who is that boy who asks Yama of all those questions? Nachiketa. He asks, right? He has a lot of questions. So like that, one has to have that curiosity about that spiritual growth. What happens next? So with that pariprashnena. So these are all instruments used to realize, to attain that self-realization. One is to have that reverence towards our gurus and constantly inquiring, having that curiosity to know the path of spirituality, sevaya, and then by serving. Okay. So all these upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. Jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. So tattvadarshinaha are those who have seen the truth and Jnaninaha are those who are knowledgeable. So they can give Jnanam Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha. So they can impart knowledge to us. If we are seeking for that, then they can give us that knowledge. Why? Because they have already seen it. Tattva Darshinaha means those people who have already seen that truth, means who are already enlightened. Okay. Upadekshyanti. They will be able to give us that jnanam because they have already attained that. And when will they give us that knowledge or impart that knowledge to us? When we seek. And how do we seek? We can use all these as instruments by asking continuously, by serving, and by showing reverence to the gurus. Okay. Anantaram 434, 511. Punaha Jayprada Bhagini. 511.
Kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindrayairapi kevalairindrayairapi yoginaha karma kurvanti sangam त्यक्त्वात्मा शुद्धये कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति संगम
त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये
कायेन వచ్చింది కదా ఇది
कायेन पुंलिंगमा नपुंसकमा कायेन
पुल्लिंगमे बुद्ध्या అంటే స్త్రీ बुद्ध्या
बुद्धिः इकारान्त स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः कैवल्ये कादु केवलैः इंद्रियैः अपि
ఇదంతా మళ్ళీ తృతీయ కేవలం అంటే నపుంసకలింగం అండి అంటే తృతీయ
ఇంద్రియం నపుంసకలింగ శబ్దः కేవలైः is adjective to ఇంద్రియైः so that is also in napumsaka only.
తర్వాత యోగినః లేదు ఇంకా లేవని కర్వంతి సంగ
మీరు మనసా మర్చిపోయారు. మనసా ఆల్సో ఇస్ ఇన్ తృతీయ విభక్తి.
తృతీయ విభక్తి అండర్లైన్ చేశాను కదా.
ఓకే.
స్త్రీలింగం కదండి
మనస్ శబ్దం నపుంసక సకారాంత నపుంసకలింగ శబ్ద.
సకారాంత నపుంసక.
అనంతరం 722 సింధు భగిని. Sindhu Bhagini, you are on mute.
Yeah. Taya Shraddhaya Yaradhana Mihite Labhate cha tatah Kama yeva Vihita hitan. So taya is one. Shraddhaya
Shraddhaya is also Tritiya Vibhakti, Strilinga Shabda. Taya Shraddhaya. Here Taya is adjective to Shraddhaya. Okay?
Okay. Then Yuktasya Taya.
Yuktah tasya aradhanam ihate. Aradhanam ihate. Aradhanam ihate. Labhate cha tatah Kaman.
Yaiva. Yaiva.
Kaman. Maya. Kaman Maya eva. So Maya also is there. Okay. It is also Tritiya Vibhakti Asmad Shabdah.
Yeah.
Kaman Maya eva Vihitan Hi Tan. Okay. Those are all in Tritiya Vibhakti. So Maya is also there.
Okay.
Means those are also given by me only is what he said. Yuktaha tasya aradhanam ihate. So saha taya shraddhaya, with that shraddha, whatever he has obtained by worshipping him, tasya aradhanam ihate, labhate, by worshipping him, whatever he obtained, okay, with the shraddha, those are also given by me only. That is what this shloka is saying.
Okay.
Antaram 27. Lalita Bhagini.
इच्छाद्वेष समुत्थेन द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहं सर्गे यान्ति परन्तप समुत्थेन इच्छाद्वेष समुत्थेन तृतीया विभक्ति द्वन्द्वमोहेन अपि तृतीया विभक्ति
Uttamam. So Samuthena, Uttanam. Utthanam means to rise. So Samuthena, some prefix is there, but still the meaning is to rise. Okay? By the rising of. Because of that. Rising of what? Mohena. Desires. Okay? Dvandva Mohena. Dvandva Mohena Bharata Sarva Bhutani Sarva Moham Sarge
Yanti Parantapa.
Parantapa. Parantapa is a Sambodhana here. Yanti is to go. Sarge.
Saptami.
Sarge is Saptami. Means when they are born. Sammoham. Means again they are born into the delusion. Okay. So basically all that are born, the Jivatma is born from Sarva Bhutani. But while it is being born, it is born into this delusion. When we are born itself, we are being born into this world of illusion, right? And we are with that illusion only. We continue to, we continue in that illusion only. Okay. Anantaram 8:8. Bhavana Bhagini. Bhavana Bhagini.
Bhagini. Abhyasa yoga yuktena चेतसा न अन्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थ अनुचिन्तयन्.
उत्तमम्.
अभ्यास योग युक्तेन is तृतीया विभक्ति युक्त.
And then
चेतसा न अन्यगामिना.
So by doing abhyasam of the yoga and by being equipped with that practice, okay, and then chetasa also is also tritiya vibhakti. Chetas sakaranta napumsakalinga shabda, okay. Means by chetas here means like mind, okay, and with our mind. With the power acquired by practicing yoga, with our mind, na anyagamina, by not being deviated, na anyagamina means by not going anywhere else. Anywhere else means the mind not wandering here and there. Paramam purusham divyam yati partha anuchintayan. Okay, so one can attain the Parama Purusha by practicing yoga Here yoga does not mean simply the yoga asanas. Yoga itself is a shastra in itself. Yoga shastram is there. That also will teach tattva, how we have to be, how to understand the tattva of this world and how to attain that moksha. Here yoga means that. Okay, so by practicing yoga, by controlling our mind, we can attain the Paramapurusha. Anuchintayan. Chintayan means, chintayati means to think. Anuchintayan, by constantly thinking of the same, of the Paramapurusha. Okay, 822. Anantaram Mahodaya.
822. Sataya Sraddhaya Yuktaga Tasyaradhanamihade Labade Chatadakaman Mayaiva Vigitan Gitan.
Mahodaya, you are reading 722. We are on 822.
Oh, 820, Samyata. 822.
Purushaha.
Amji. 8, 11, 13, 21, 20. I'm not getting it.
Purusha Sapara Partha Bhaktya.
Amji, Ekanimisham. Amji. Purusha Sapara Partha Bhaktya Labhyastvananyaya Yasyantastani Bhutani Yena Sarvamidam Tatam. Atra Pratama Panktya Bhaktya Iti Tritiya Vibhakti Bhavati. Anantaram Ananya Labhyastvananyaya Iti Asti. Tu ananyaya iti karanat ananya tritiya vibhakti bhavati. Dvitiya pankte yena iti asti tat tritiya vibhakti bhavati.
Astu. Astu. Anantaram 8-10. Again they went back. Punaha Jayprada Bhagini.
Priyana kale manasa chelena Yukto yoga balena chaiva. Bhaktya yoga balena chaiva.
Rendu line unnaiga. Dhruvor
madhye pranamavesya samyak sa tam param purushamupaiti divyam. Prayana kale daggara tritiya.
No. Prayana kale saptami vibhakti.
Oh, aithe vadda. Okay. Chelena. Manasa chelena. Adi.
Manasa achalena. Manasa achalena is the split. Okay, rendu kuda tritiya vibhakti lo unnai. Manasa is also tritiya vibhakti. Achalena is also tritiya vibhakti. Ante with mind and without being disturbed. Achalena.
Bhaktya.
Bhaktya also is in tritiya vibhakti.
Yoga balena.
That also is in tritiya vibhakti. Ante. Yoga balena cha eva. So he is here all the things through which we can again attain Paramapurusha are mentioned here. Prayana kale means at the time of death. Okay, with our mind, with our without deviating our mind, and with devotion, and with the yoga bala that we have acquired by practicing yoga. If we put our focus on between the eyebrows, bhruvor madhye, pranam aveshya, samyak satam param purusham upaiti divyam. Okay, so he who will focus on that place between the eyebrows at the time of death, and for that you need a lot of energy, and that will not come just like that. So we have to practice it throughout our life by controlling our mind with the devotion and with the yoga. With all that, if we do, then we will definitely attain Paramapurusha. We have to focus all our energies on that place. Okay. Anantaram 9:15. Sindhu Bhagini.
Jnana
Chapyanye cha api anye
yajanto mamupasate ekattvena pruthaktvena bahudha vishvato mukham.
Bahudha vishvato mukham.
Yajnena.
Jnana yajnena means by jnana yajnam means working to attain knowledge. Cha api anye yajantaha. Yajantaha is sacrifices. Okay, that is like the regular yajna where we perform sacrifices. Mam upasate. So those who worship me through the yajna of the knowledge means trying to acquire knowledge, the true knowledge. It is not knowledge of the worldly matters, true knowledge. And he who performs the yagas, okay, ekatvena prithaktvena. Bahudha vishvato mukham. Vishvataha mukham. It is actually Vishvataha mukham. So he again, all these people will also attain the Paramapurusha. So he is describing the people who will attain Paramapurusha, right? Anantaram, shall we continue or shall we stop? Because we have 3 more shlokas. It is up to you all.
We continue.
Continue.
Okay.
3 more, right? So we'll
Okay,
continue that.
Anantaram Lalita Bhagini 9:26.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktupahrutam ashnami prayatatmanaha. In the first line, bhaktya tritiya vibhakti. And in second line also, I think bhaktya plus apahrutam.
Upahritam.
Upahrutam.
Bhakti upahritam.
Upahrutam. Okay.
Yan sandhi will happen and bhakti upahritam will come. So he who offers patram, pushpam, phalam and water to me with the devotion, I will accept that. Anantaram 13:4. Bhavana Bhagini 13:4. Bhavana Bhagini is not here. Mahodaya Bhavan Vadati.
13:4. ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतं छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक् ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः. अत्र प्रथमपङ्क्ते ऋषिभिः इति तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं भवति. छन्दोभिः तदपि बहुवचनं तृतीया विभक्ति. विविधैः तदपि तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचनम्. अनन्तरं किं भवति? ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैः तदपि तृतीया विभक्ति हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः तत्र सन्धि विच्छेदनं चेत् हेतुमद्भिः भवति तदपि तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं भवति अनन्तरं विनिश्चितैः तदपि तृतीया विभक्ति बहुवचनं
ओके उत्तमम् 1324 also Mahodaya.
आम जी 1324 एकं आम ज्ञानेनात्मनि पश्यन्ति केचिदात्मानमात्मना अन्ये सांख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन चापरे इति भवति अत्र योगेन ज्ञानेन योगाचित् आत्मना केचित् आत्मना अति अस्ति केचित् आत्मानम् आत्मना अस्ति आत्मना तृतीया विभक्ति भवति अनन्तरं योगेन तृतीया विभक्ति अनन्तरं कर्म सांख्येन कर्मयोगेन सांख्येन कर्मयोगेन तृतीया विभक्ति भवति सांख्येन अपि भवति प्रथमपङ्क्त्याम् आत्मना द्वितीयपङ्क्त्यां सांख्येन योगेन कर्मयोगेन अपि तृतीया विभक्ति भवति
Uttamam, uttamam. So like we always discuss, there are so many ways of attaining moksha. So here it is given that, okay, some people by practicing through their own means, through their own atma, okay, with their own atma by meditating, and another one is through sankhya, through yoga, and some others through the karma yoga itself, okay, means they will still be working in their daily lives, doing their duties and responsibilities, but without any expectations. That is karma yoga. So through that also one can achieve moksha. So all the ways that one can attain Parabrahma is described here. Okay.
ధ్యానేన లేదండి ధ్యానేన
ధ్యానేన na
ధ్యానేన ఆత్మాని
ధ్యానేన atmani. Yes, that is also there. Correct. Dhyanena, the first word is also there, Mahodaya. Dhyanena Atmani. Means meditating upon ourselves. Atmani is in Saptami Vibhakti, in our own Atma. Okay? Uttamam. Uttamam. So we'll stop here and we'll continue next week. Anybody can tell the Shanti Mantra? Mahodaya.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मां कश्चित् दुःख भाग भवेत् तत्तदननि
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
ओम शांति शांति शांति
अस्तु अस्तु धन्यवादः भगिनी.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवादः.
सर्वे
धन्यवाद.